Let me provide you with a little update on Supermicro because I have been following this company quite closely in the last couple of weeks. I have been reporting on them quite a lot as well. My last video was on Friday where the stock was under $18. We went over each and every step of the previous fraud case, which was back in 2018. Each and every time they released something, we also looked at what the stock did. If you missed that video, it's going to be in the top right corner. But today, on Monday, the stock is currently up 27% or so. Why is that? Do people know something we don't? Well, on Monday, today is the day where they basically have to come up with a plan. They don't have to release the 10K or the 10Q. They have to come up with a plan good enough for them not to be delisted. Today is the day that this has to happen. Now, on Friday, after hours, something got released, not by SMCI, people familiar with the matter. Something was released and said, and so the stock already after hours on Friday went up, I think 15, close to maybe even 20%. So yeah, in the stock market, apparently people know things before they happen. So let's go over that in this video. If you enjoy these type of videos, hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, all of that, we really appreciate it. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment with the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. So on Friday, suddenly this came out. Supermicro stock sees a group take a large stake ahead of potential delisting. Affiliates to Susquehanna International Group disclosed a 5.3% stake in embattled server maker Supermicro. It was said here that three independent brokers, dealers with common ownership, G1 Execution Services LLC, Susquehanna Investment Group, and Susquehanna Securities LLC have together acquired 30.8 million Supermicro shares, a stake of 5.3%. The group doesn't have those shares in hand, however. Of those shares, 22.6 million are stock the group has rights to buy through options. The group disclosed this position in a form it filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, on November 14. Of course, this is quite strange, right? An imminent delisting and suddenly you're taking a 5.3% stake in the company. Okay, maybe not directly, okay, through options as well, but still, it's quite risky, right? Unless you know something. Then it was said that a person familiar with the matter told Barron's that Supermicro intends to submit a plan that will allow it to continue to trade on the Nasdaq stock market by Monday. Well, today is Monday and the stock market is going to close pretty soon. So yeah, time is ticking, I would say. And then we've had this. No comment from management on what's going on with Supermicro and the Nasdaq, delisting, stuff like that. No. Nothing of that sort, but what do we have is another product announcement. So, Supermicro delivers direct liquid optimized NVIDIA Blackwell solutions. So the new supercluster will significantly increase the number of NVIDIA HGX B200 8 GPU systems in a liquid-cooled rack, resulting in a large increase in GPU density compared to Supermicro's current industry-leading liquid-cooled NVIDIA HGX H100 and H200 based superclusters. In addition, Supermicro is enhancing the portfolio of its NVIDIA's Hopper systems to address the rapid adoption of accelerated computing for HPC applications and mainstream enterprise AI. Of course, we also heard rumors throughout the weekend that Blackwell might face more delays because of, well, overheating issues. NVIDIA is expected to report earnings later this week. We already heard previously, a couple of weeks, months ago, about the delays with regards to NVIDIA Blackwell. So now, again, with the anticipation of one, SMCI's delisting plus NVIDIA's earnings report this week. I mean, quite a lot of news coming in from all directions, right? Quite strange, quite strange. Anyways, continuing here, and this is a comment from Charles Liang, the president and CEO of Supermicro. So apparently he has time to make comments on these things, but no time for, well, solving all the other issues around the company and its stock. He said, Supermicro has the expertise, delivery speed, and capacity to deploy the largest liquid-cooled AI data center projects in the world, as we've seen with Colossus at XAI, containing 100,000 GPUs, which Supermicro and NVIDIA contributed to and recently deployed. These Supermicro superclusters reduce power needs due to DLC efficiencies. We now have solutions that use the NVIDIA Blackwell platform. The Supermicro clusters use direct liquid cooling, resulting in high performance, low power consumption for the entire data center and reduce operational expenses. So yeah, I mean, this is great news, I guess, right? This is good news. So yeah, I've also heard some rumors about the fact that, well, a large order from, I believe, Tesla or maybe Tesla and XAI is going to switch from Supermicro to Dell. Not confirmed, just rumors that I've seen on a Chinese website, had to be translated. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, this is going to be quite a week in that space, right? Quite a week in that space because Supermicro is a big vendor, especially when it comes to NVIDIA. And with NVIDIA Blackwell, with NVIDIA's earnings report, I mean, this week will turn out to be quite an exciting week. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe by the time this goes live, everything has already changed because maybe this video will be released right before the market closes. So I'll make sure to edit and write in the comments or maybe just redo the video. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's either we go up another 100% or maybe even more if suddenly there is a delay in delisting, etc., or it goes down, delisted, finito. Because currently, if we look at the daily, one, we're not oversold anymore with the recent jump in the last couple of days here. And two, there is quite a big gap to be filled here. If, of course, I mean, this gap will get filled if they come out with a reasonable plan and the Nasdaq agrees to delay the delisting. Then, of course, I could see this stock go up quite a lot. If it does fill the whole gap, then the stock will be up 104%, maybe closer to 100% or 90 something percent from the price we're at right now, which also means that we'll be above the 20 and the 50-day moving average. There's also a short interest closer to 20% right now. So yeah, that would definitely squeeze the shorts. On the flip side, if things do not work out, then of course, whoever is betting on this name right now is definitely going to lose money. Now, for those that did miss Friday's video, this was basically it, the start of the story, and here the end of the story, the confirmation of the delisting. Of course, after that, well, a couple of years later, they did agree and they paid a fine, etc., and they were listed again. But throughout this scenario, the stock did go up and down, depending on what was happening, right? A delay, okay, you have a date for the hearing panel, so the stock reacts accordingly, goes up, and then we continue until they basically admitted that, look, okay, you gave us an extension, but we just can't deliver these things on time. And now, without an auditor, I really fail to see how they're going to manage to do this thing, unless PwC comes on and said, okay, we're going to take you on, because it will probably only be one of the big guys, right? This is a big company, $13 billion. So it's not going to be an unknown auditor. It will have to be one of the big guys. And they already worked with two of them, and two of them have left. So remains to be seen what happens. It's honestly incredible to look at this and learn from this. I mean, yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? This is what the Nasdaq has to tell themselves right now, because, well, they've been fooled yet again. The S&P 500, they've included this company, right, when the stock was much higher as well. So let's see what happens. Right now, actually, we're now back to being up just 20% and not, 28. So yeah, we're nearing the close of the market. Maybe people taking profits quite quickly, and then after hours, it's probably going to be the big move going up or down. Stay tuned for that if there is something big to announce. So all in all, that's it. That's why it went up quite a lot today, and maybe one of the reasons why it will continue to go up if they come up with a great plan, good plan that is approved by the Nasdaq. If not, stock will go down, delisting, and that's game over. So that's all I've got for you right now. Share your comments down in the comment section below, like, subscribe, do all of that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.